If you drive down Boston Avenue on Youngstown's south side, you'll pass manicured lawns and well-kept houses, often only a short distance from boarded-up homes and vacant lots. And in the middle, the hub of the so-called Taft Neighborhood, Taft Elementary.
I try to encourage the young kids that
Willie Wilson is a fixture in the neighborhood and can often be found giving young people work cleaning up yards or houses.
you don't want dirty money. Dirty money is the drug money.
It used to be it was elderly people that lived here, but now we have a lot more young ones coming in, and that brings in a lot of problems, but the south side still is not bad in our area.
Wilson is part of a broad community effort to rehab the neighborhood and improve the educational outcomes for the students of Taft. Launched last December, the Taft Promised Neighborhood Initiative involves a coalition of residents, city departments, and organizations, including AmeriCorps Vista.
This neighborhood was identified as one of the neighborhoods that was still a neighborhood around an elementary school where children still walked or biked to school. Data
Compiled by the Youngstown Neighborhood Development Corporation found 91% of students who attend Taft live within 2 miles of the school, 50% live within a half a mile, and 19% live within a quarter mile.
There were a number of block watches at that.
Ian Beniston is the YNDC's executive director.
So we developed in late 2014 what we called a micro plan. So what that means is just the immediate blocks, looking at the school as the central focal point of the neighborhood. How do we clean up the blocks, say 3 blocks out in each direction, get rid of the blight, then start tackling the basics like the infrastructure, which means sidewalks, streets, to create a safer environment, particularly for students, as we know many of them live within a short distance of the school itself.
YNDC received a $250,000 grant for infrastructure improvements, and work is set to begin next year. Meanwhile, the city is kept busy demolishing nearby vacant homes.
We have a permit from the water commissioner.
One lot directly across from the school is now a garden for 4-H students.
I kind of manage the garden while the kids are in school.
Tom Forrestal has lived in the neighborhood most of his life.
We've seen a lot of vacancies in homes. People more or less have kind of walked away, couldn't afford to keep them up. In this area, most of those homes, I'd say 60, maybe 65% are rentals now.
The Taft Promised Neighborhood is comprised of 4 councils, one of which is led by the United Way.
We have an education council that United Way leads. We have a neighborhood council with YNDC leading that organization. We have a health and wellness council that's currently led through the city department. And then we also have a jobs and economy council led by the city. And each council has actually come up with a plan together with all the organizations to, as we move forward, to start solving those issues and reaching those goals.
It's both the corporations and the institutions and the residents and the local businesses. So it's the best kind of partnership.
But again, all of this is ultimately focused, at least the Promised Neighborhood, on increasing the education outcomes of the children that attend the school.
Recently, United Way and the Kiwanis Club of Youngstown partnered to build a new playground at Taft.
We've already done summer programming for kids. We did a baseball clinic in partnership with the Ohio Glaciers, basketball blast that was happening in collaboration with the JJC and the Parks and Recs department. So we are already seeing things pop up.
We're working a lot with the school to better our area with the kids, and we're trying to get more activities in here for our young people to do. And we're concerned with talking to them and seeing what they would like to do in the neighborhood.
Certainly everyone wants more and to see change happen at a faster pace, but we're working as quick as we can, and some of these things like infrastructure, even when the city was awarded the grant, the city can't do anything about the state's timing when it releases the funding.
I think the more success we see, the more people are going to want to get involved and bring their resources to the table.
You have a lot of homeowners here, and we all work together.
I was born in this neighborhood and went to school here.
Because you can go to any of the neighbors and we will be there for one another.
I really think this city has so much potential, and the community itself and the partners are really coming together, and I think we have a shot of securing some really great funding sources as we continue our work.
So some of it just takes time, but we do have even more improvements on the horizon here.